So, students, you have to do the filling the blanks correctly. The elections were dash, said Rija at her friend. So, what was the elections? Was it rigid? Was it easy for them? So, you have to mention the answer in the blank. Next is all the children had dash in the assembly hall for the elections. They were gathered in the assembly hall for elections. Rachel left her mother's office. How did she leave the office? When you will read the story, you will come to know how did she leave the office. It was very difficult for Rija to dash her failure. So, after reading the unit, you will come to know that was it easy to her or was it quite difficult to her to get the to achieve or to receive the failure. Rita began to create dash in her class. So what did she do? She basically started making a groups in her class so that she can pull down the Mustafa, or she wanted to tell him that he is not good and she is very good in academics or as well as in other things. Because she was taking the revenge, or she wanted to take revenge, or she was the principal's daughter. So she wanted to tell other students that she is good enough to be a class monitor, or you can say school captain. But as Mustafa won the elections, and she wanted to tell that he is not good and elections was unfair. Now you have to do the exercise 2 on page number 119, that is read the story again. Write words from the story that fit under the appropriate headings on of the given parts of speech. They have given you a column of parts of speech, that is noun, verb, pronoun, adjective, prepositions and adverb. Now you have to read down the story and you have to write down the nouns in the noun column, verbs in the verb column, pronouns in the pronouns column, adjective in the adjective column, and preposition in the preposition column, and adverb in the adverb column. Okay. After doing this exercise, you have to do words meaning and words and tenses of the unit in your notebook. After doing the words meaning and words and tenses, you will do the question answers of the story. So we are going to do question answers over here. I am just going to tell you the point of the answer. You have to write down the answer by yourself. So now we are going to do question answers. The first question is, why did Rija go to meet principal? So what do you think? Why did Rija go to meet principal? As principal was her mother and she wanted to tell her that elections were unfair, and she wanted to tell that Mustafa does not deserve to be a school captain. So she wanted to tell that Mustafa does not want to deserve the. How you will write? You just need to write Mustafa does not deserve to be school captain according to Rija. Why was Rija angry with Mustafa? So what do you think? Why was Rija angry with Mustafa? Rija was angry with Mustafa because, so you have to write down the answer by yourself, because she was angry with Mustafa because he won the elections. Okay, so she wanted to show her anger or expressions that she is very angry with Mustafa. How did Rija behave at home and in school after losing the election with Mustafa? So how did she behave? You have to write it down by after reading the unit. And the last question is, what should she have done instead behaving so childishly? So what do you think? Should she behave very well after losing the elections, or should she behave differently after losing it? So you have to write down the answer in your notebooks. We will meet you again in the next lecture. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.